Isaiah. Isaiah receiving a word from the Lord about hell. The book of Isaiah closes with this description of the eternal destiny for those who die without Jesus. If Jesus is not your Savior, Jesus will be your judge to determine the severity of your eternal punishment.
Isaiah 66 verse 24. Men who have transgressed against me, their worm will not die and their fire will not be quenched. They will be loathsome. They will be an abhorrence forever.
The death of the unbeliever in Jesus. Comment on Psalm 49:14. Sheol. The world of the dead for the unsaved. J. Vernon McGee. The literal rendering is death is their shepherd. Death shall feed on them. Here is a shepherd who eats a sheep. The death of the unsaved. Without hope for eternity. Hellfire and outer darkness. Finality, no second tries. It is appointed unto men once to die, and after this the judgment. Jesus quoted from Isaiah. He told his followers that the unsaved will spend eternity in hell where the fire is never quenched.
Those who are sentenced to hell for eternal damnation are in a fire that is never quenched. Their worm never dies.
Mark 9:48. Worm dieth not. Jesus spoke often warning of hell. With this entire passage, Mark 9 verses 42 through 50. Being a prime example, the undying worm indicates never-ending disintegration and the unquenchable fire indicates eternal suffering, however they may be implemented. The contemplation of such a future ought to drive men to flee from the wrath to come. Matthew 3:7. But instead it often impels them to even more adamant unbelief. Nevertheless, like it or not, it was their very Creator who was here issuing the warning. Henry Morris Study Bible.
The fires of hell are never quenched. They are for the eternally damned who will suffer without end.
The beautiful death of the believer in Jesus.
Comment on Luke 16:22 in the Henry Morris Study Bible. When a believer dies, he does not die alone. Angels have guarded him in life, Hebrews 1:14, and they will accompany his spirit in death, transporting him to the presence of the Lord. Luke 16:22. Carried by an angel to heaven. Matthew 18:10. Their angels in heaven. New arrival in heaven. Greeting of angels.